Hello again, everyone. This is Dan Romance with Tax Saving Professionals coming to you from Vero Beach in hot, sunny Florida on this fine February day. I have the pleasure of being joined by Dr. Alan Rosen. Dr. Rosen, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you, Dan. Glad to be here. Appreciate it. Wish I was in Florida right now, but
Well,
we'll
with
warm up
that,
soon.
why don't you let our listeners know where your practice is, how long you've been in practice, and just a little brief bio on your career.
Sure. Yeah, I've been in private practice here in Springfield, Missouri now for almost 19 years, and practice with my partner, who's kind of at the twilight of his career. He's working a couple of days a week, and he's been in practice for almost 50 years, I believe now. So I've been just really happy to be a dentist and practice in this environment here. And I've got a wonderful family, two daughters that are one's in college, one's a junior in high school, and then a son that's in the fifth grade. And I just really have a blessed life and love living here. But like I said, with 8 inches of snow on the ground, I wouldn't mind being in Vero Beach right now.
Well, I can tell our viewers that I have been in your office and I've had the pleasure to sit in your consult room and
Uh-huh.
have you
Right.
grill me. No, just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, but you know, I wanted you to give a little bit of an indication to the people watching today. What were some of the frustrations you were having several years ago before you met us here at TSP? What was going on in your tax world?
Well, I think, when you get to a point where you're generating a decent income, you kind of have those thoughts of, could I be doing more to save on taxes? There's things you hear, things you read there. You can read articles and find things, even really good things that you want to do. But even those ideas, implementing them, I think is probably the hardest thing. And having the confidence in what you're doing and having all of the data, the backup to make sure it's documented properly is sometimes burdensome. And so I felt like I was doing a decent job, but I just sensed there was more. And anytime I could save on taxes in a legitimate, legal, responsible way, I'd always do it. We all would. But pushing that envelope sometimes is hard on your own. And that's kind of what really led me, or what piqued my interest when I found TSP. I was like, okay, this is a group that really wants to help me save my taxes. And it was really exciting and engaging, and a great thing that I found TSP for sure.
Well, it's been great having you in service. And I was thinking back to how we met. Uh, One of the local endodontist
Yeah.
who's chaired the local dental society there in Springfield. We put on a really nice event, and we had a lot of local dentists there, and
Uh-huh.
had a really good discussion. Had a nice dinner, and
Hmm.
met a lot of people afterwards. And come to think of it, we've got quite a large client base in Springfield, Missouri. We might have to open up a satellite office there in
That,
Springfield. We got a lot of your partners out there.
that's right. Yeah, it's a good group, and that's right. It just kind of verified with me, talking to my endodontist friend and confirming some of the things, and then talking to others. I'm kind of one that likes to stew. You know that, Dan, about me. I don't make decisions real quickly sometimes, and I really took my time and interviewed not only him but a few others that I didn't know, and everybody said great things about TSP and what they were doing and what they had to offer, and I jumped on board and been happy about it ever since.
You know, you make a good point, and sometimes I forget about that. You know, your decision-making process. Some people are slow and are methodical, and it's a
Right?
process. And you and I had multiple phone calls, even in the evening, like
Yeah.
after dinner and right
Yep.
before bed,
Right.
because you had questions on your mind. And I think, you know, for me, on my part, being available, you know, as long as I'm not sleeping, being available to answer the questions, that helps you build a comfort level with me and with our firm. And you know, it
Right.
worked out great. Now you're long tenured client.
Right.
I'm sure TSP has helped you saved hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars that you otherwise would have paid in taxes and that allows you to build your practice and you know, pay off the loans and
Right. Yeah.
grow your retirement and build your legacy all in the same process.
Absolutely. And I think, I'd gotten a chance to meet you, and then I talked to more people at TSP. I haven't met Drew Miles myself in person, but I just really, really like visiting with him when I have, and he's been available as well.
Mhm.
This is a great group that the people that I work with, and it's even gotten better since I first started. The package, the program, people are available. It's reassuring to know that I've got TSP there to support me, even on simple questions. Hey, can I do this? Should I do that? And it's a good, great group of people that I deal with all the time.
And how does your team at TSP mix and interact with your CPA? Is that a pretty nice relationship?
It is. It works well. I mean, it's separate, and a CPA is obviously necessary, and at the same time, the CPA is kind of a different entity, really. I don't.
Mhm.
She's a great resource for me. She's wonderful, but they it's a different dynamic. It's kind of like two teams. They're doing different things, but they're working together.
Ah,
And
well stated.
yeah, it really is because whenever we have questions or issues, they work together, and
Mhm.
it's not a there's no argument or any kind of, it's a team effort, I believe. And so it really hasn't been a big issue at all, and worked really well because I even have a bookkeeper who's a CPA, so I almost have three different entities of, who's dealing with all the
Yeah.
taxes and paperwork and everything. So um,
Yeah, it's really important that that you have shared with our viewers what you just said, because we have
mhm,
worked very hard over the last 2 years specifically to do a couple of things, and that's to increase our level of service and our contact with our clients, and that's
yes.
allowing us to attract a much higher level, higher income, higher tax burdened client to TSP. You know, dentists all over the country are spending a lot of time on CE and
Hmm.
improving their skills and generating more revenue for their practice. Well, that in turn leads to more income for themselves. And when the income starts to really, really rise, and
Hmm.
there's no attention put on the tax side, you don't tend to keep as much of the income as you're working so hard to earn.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
our team seems to be working well with you and your
Yeah.
CPA. And the bottom line is Dr. Rosen's saving a whole lot more money in his pocket and paying less taxes.
Yeah, and it's reassuring with the booklet that is now sent, because that was not available right when I started, but the last few years it's been, you get this nice big binder full of all the stuff that you need. It's all right there, and
Mhm.
everything is documented. You just follow the cookbook, so to speak, and it's
Yeah.
really very organized and simple, and it just provides all the documentation that you need to, you know, take advantage of a lot of the tax situations that we can. So
Dr. Rosen, what would you say to a young up and coming dentist who's really on the trail to building a big practice, driving a lot of revenue and earning a lot of income? What would you say to that individual regarding their tax situation?
I would say definitely contact TSP and at least engage in a conversation with Dan, who's fantastic. And
Thank you.
yeah, well, I mean, you've been very, very, kind and patient with me, and taken a lot of time to walk me through things. And I think just get knowledge first, understand what there is to offer, what they have to offer, because there are a lot of vehicles, things that you can do that are just great at helping you save money. And we don't want to pay any more than we have to. And I think just at least taking that first step, get the knowledge that you can, and make the decision on your own. Is that something you want to do or not? And I think the other benefit that I've found too, that I was not even quite aware when I first started, was there's other arms of TSP that are also available to help with saving and doing some some pretty interesting ways of investing and making good decisions with your money, other than just the tax side of things, which I've been really excited about in the last year or so. So
Terrific. So
yeah,
we like to think it keeps getting better.
yeah, it does. I agree. I mean, I was kind of aware that might be a possibility, but here I am, several years later, starting to take advantage of some of those opportunities, and it's pretty exciting what there is to offer, and I'm so pleased. So,
Well, we appreciate you being such a strong advocate for tax saving professionals, Dr. Rosen.
sure.
I
Thank
wanted to
you.
let all of our viewers know that if you'd like to have a private conversation with myself, my email address is up there on the screen. That's my personal cell phone number. Please feel free to text me or call me. We can set up a time to talk. In the evening after hours is fine with me, whatever's comfortable for you. So, wanted to thank Dr. Rosen from Springfield, Missouri. Thanks for your time today, Alan.
You bet, Dan. Thank you.
I
Appreciate you.
look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.
All
You
right, bye
too.
now.
Bye, Dan.